Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the BYU Cougars at LaVell Edwards Stadium in Provo, Utah. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Clemson Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So BYU's offense will get the first crack at it here. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We just need to see what they do today.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to the ground with the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
I tell you what, as that ball starts to get towards the sideline when they're running these option plays, man, those outside players become more pivotal. My corners have to be able to tackle. My secondary is going to be much more involved in getting the quarterback to the ground. Nice job by the secondary, by this defense.
The Cougars need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. So Clemson's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a tough... confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offense.
Turning it on! And he he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37. And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. He'll pull it on the read. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Working on the right. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 13. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got the tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looking to throw again. Bought a little time, lets it go. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback is...
Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And he'll just take him to end this drive. Will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Rides the back and leaves it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To the air, it's Pierre. He's got the back in the middle. There he goes. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Got it behind the line. It's Bass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Gets it out fast. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Man, that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where...
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
That makes the score Clemson 14, BYU 0.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Bringing the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Backed up now, here's second and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the return. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. The give to the tailback. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Dropping back, it's Pierre. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Got a little space. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll try the left side. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They want to throw it. Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. they've got nothing done so far. They already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
BYU lines up quickly. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Dropping back, it's Pierre. Has to uncork this one off his back foot. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be dang. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. It's caught downfield. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And that's now their 3rd sack of the game. This is one of the best units in the entire country getting after the quarterback. They have done such a great job recruiting athletes up front and in their front 7. They can blitz.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. The running back has it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Pierre. Right on the money. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Clemson. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They'll run it from the gun. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll give it to the back. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. They go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
He had a chance to get rid of it and avoid the loss. Instead, the defense pushes him out of bounds for the loss. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got his man downfield. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a 1st down just outside the red zone. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try the run. Ball's out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game, because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Looking to throw, it's Pierre. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback, who makes a sure tackle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. got his man quickly. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays.
Timeout, Clemson.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Using his feet to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo.
BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
With the catch, it's Slater. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. BYU will bring... team on the field. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking for a man. It's Pierre. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen him had a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
And the ball's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. I guess in this case, the scramble giveth and the scramble taketh away, and the ball was taken away.
And I'm not sure if he just didn't see an open guy downfield or if his receivers didn't do a good enough job on the scramble rule getting open. But at the end, quarterback held on to it way too long. That allowed the defense to catch up to him and create the takeaway.
really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defense.
Turning it on. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
Give to the back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly complete. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. On 1st and goal, let's see if BYU can score here. They'll go to the air. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Cougars. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
35, BYU 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. That last fumble proved to be costly as they catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Under fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Holds it in. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. He's got it on the right. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Back to throw, it's Pierre. Has to let this one go off his back foot. Catch inside the 25. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back.
Pass interference. Offense.
That celebration turned sour quickly after they saw that flag, and it wiped out the big play and the touchdown. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. Stumbled to the ground.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They'll start this drive with a pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They'll send the back in motion. Got the quick completion. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that swing pass is basically just an extension of the run game, trying to get the back out on the perimeter of the field, but nice job by the defense making the tackle.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Finds the tight end. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. They'll operate out of split backs. Motion from the back. Now on the option. He'll toss it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On the ground, it's Bass. Powers through the defender. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They go back to work in the final period of this one. They'll give it to him again. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
Having a nice gain like that on first down. If you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They've been running it, but now the pass. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Vincent. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. This Clemson defense has been something across the entire game. Old school lockdown.
I mean, unbelievable. Shutting down everything you want to do. Shutting down the run. Shutting down the pass. This defense has been lights out. We've seen a lot of great defensive performances from the Clemson Tigers. This is right up there with the best of them.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. The RPO, it's complete. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Yeah, and this defense, they got their ears pinned back. They know exactly what time it is with the big lead in the 4th quarter. They've already got a bunch of sacks on the day today, and they're...
He lost one down the sideline. Threads it inside the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cougar! Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard. There he goes. Pass to Sticks still on his feet. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Shows him the stiff arm.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Hands it off. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
He might want another play. Looking to pass. It's Pierre. Fires to the tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They just can't seem to cover this guy. He keeps getting open, even when he's running out of space on the sideline.
Yeah, running out of space, they're still going to feature him. They see the matchup, and look at the balance and the coordination and just knowing where I'm out on the field to get the feet inbounds and secure the catch. What a play and what a day for this young man.
Looks as if Clemson will have the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and throws off the RPO. The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Now improvising. He'll try to do it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. 8th play of the drive coming up. They want that clock to run. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, David. And that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big game.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Might as well stick with him. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. The Tigers are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
This is a top 25 offense in college football, and I like what they do. They can run the football on 3rd downs when they need to. They show you right there. They've got some balance to them. They really know who they are. They have a good identity, and that's why they've been so successful this season.
Clemson will come to the line with a 1st and goal. Trying to run it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we have got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
Now they're going to throw it. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
14.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Yates. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Handoff from the gun. Sweet cut there. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Vincent. He's going up top here late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throwing right. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. 7 is the lucky and skilled number for this squad as they've made it to this point in the season, and they are still perfect.
Still perfect, and they're cooking. You can tell they got some momentum. You know, 7 weeks, obviously, that's not the whole season. You got bigger fish to fry down the road. Great start, but you can tell this team's for real, for real.
No doubt, and they deserve for us all to be talking about them right now because they look as advertised. This is a team with tremendous talent. They've taken care of business up to this point, but now because they're undefeated at this point of the year, every game from this point out gets bigger and bigger and more important.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.